that eliminated some of those imperfections. Well, scientists from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and Harvard say that the material they have developed can seamlessly smooth the appearance of wrinkles and sagging skin under the eyes. With more on this second skin, we are intrigued by this and joined by Dr. Melanie Palm, a dermatologist. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys. Me.
Okay, this sounds like a wonderful alternative, but is it too good to be true?
Well, I think yes and no. So we were chatting over the break. It's actually been available. So it was actually manufactured and brought to market about 2 years ago as something called Neotensil by Living Proof. You may know that as a skin and hair company. So it's been repurchased, and somebody's done a great job of, I think, republicizing it and starting to talk about new applications for the skin.
The picture we just now saw was amazing. So how does this work? What's the application process?
I tell patients it's kind of like shrink wrap for the skin. So there's 2 different creams. You apply one and then an activator, and it's a polymer, so it actually shrinks over time and allows sort of shrink wrap in the under eye area where you can have crepiness. So that's great for under eye area. It takes a little bit of a learning curve, as we were mentioning, to apply it. Otherwise, you can see a visible lip. But now we're thinking about using it for applications where the skin is irritated and you need sort of camouflage and a boundary from the environment.
Now, looking at this, it is quite the difference. Once you put on this this patch, this skin, how long does it last?
So at least 24 hours, and that was with sweating and high activity. And so really it's once you actually want to take it off, or if you're, using it for long periods of time. I think what they need to work on is, we talked about maybe tinting it, because currently you can't wear makeup over it. So I'm sure they will work on iterations and improving the technology.
Is it available to the public, and if so, how much will it cost, or when will it be available if not?
So it's not known. It's not currently available. I think they're, researching applications. It was expensive a couple of years ago. It was about $500 for a 2-month supply if you were using it for the under eye area. You can find it on the internet, I think, still as Neotensil, but of course they're going to be rolling it out, and hopefully the price will lower.
You mentioned that it is also used for other applications like skin irritations, like what, psoriasis, and what else?
And eczema. So eczema is like the that rashes. It's very sensitive skin that gets these microfractures because of environmental sort of problems. So if we could create a barrier that helps sort of intercede with that, that could be really, really helpful in healing the skin.
And what about we mentioned the cost and we mentioned the side effects for consumers? If it does come out on the market, we're still looking at about $500, or will insurance be
so I think that's
come into
part
play
of this
there?
New application is maybe the idea that with some of these skin conditions, you can actually get insurance to cover a part of it. I think that's part of like patent extension as well. So I think that would be wonderful, because obviously for the typical consumer, $500, 2 months, that's $1,200 a year for the under eye. It's not going to be feasible.
And there's really a lot of marketing involved here. I mean, they're calling it a second skin, but really what it is, it's a patch that you put over your skin, and really the best way to look good is to stay out of the sun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a good derm if I wasn't talking about skincare prevention and talking about good sunscreen, especially in sunny San Diego.
So do you sell this stuff in your office right now? Or
we were asked 2 years ago, and I didn't actually carry it because of these concerns of the cost. So I think if they can lower the price and do some good educational pieces for the typical consumer, it's definitely an interesting technology, and I think something that should be tried out, but at a lower cost.
Are there any side effects to this?
Really not. I mean, if you had some sort of silicone allergy or an allergy to one of the components that's used in the cream, then yeah, you could have a contact allergy. But in general, because it was tolerated so well by sensitive skincare conditions, in general, people are going to tolerate it well, even with extended use.
So when it comes to turning back the effects of time on your skin, are the magic ingredients, are they still retinols and vitamin A? Is that still the
I think
elixir?
if something's too good to be true, then think twice about it. But we know sunscreen, number one, a retin A and a retinol, and then combining that with antioxidants. We're learning more and more that visible light rays as well as infrared light rays play a role in our skin aging. So it's not just about the UV spectrum that we talk about all the time and look at SPF on a sunscreen, but there are other components, things like combining anti-inflammatories, combining antioxidants into your skincare to really help prevent skin aging.
A lot of great ideas.
Yes, and you are a walking billboard for perfect skin, Dr. Palm. Yes.
Well, thank you so much.